Yeah, we're the Lovelace family, Lovey's Fat Life. And so, in case some of you didn't know, which I think most of the people in here know, Lovey's was a nickname of mine from high school. Long story short, how we got that nickname was in football. Our coach, we had Steve Miller Band playing on the locker room radio, and the coach came in, tripped over his own feet. I started laughing at him, and right in front of the whole team, and this was probably 60 players, he goes, "Oh, you think that's funny, don't you, Lovey-dovey?" So Lovey stuck with Lovelace, and that's how I got the nickname Lovey's. That's how we did the barbecue business we have, and then Fat Life is something we were just playing around with, having fun, and we were like food and travel. We wanted to do cruising and traveling and food, and was like food and travel, fat, or you could do the and symbol, but I was like, fat, that's kind of play on words, kind of catchy. It took about a week to talk her into that, but yeah, so that's how we got Lovey's Fat Life. Kind of a play on words. We've got some awesome guests tonight. Mark.
Yes.
Love Mark's videos, love his parodies. Him and Stephanie have a great channel. Last night they had a great show where they did a lot of trivia. I mean, just a big fan of the cruise world. They are going nowhere but up. Great channel.
Yes, it is.
Hey, just want to say thank you. Number one, from last week.
Yes.
Last week was way more than we could have ever have hoped for. We heard nothing but good things. I'm sure there's some negative things, but nobody told us that anyway. But Tony and Jenny were on last week. If you missed last week, go watch it. That thing blew up with like 1,100 views in a week. Tony and Jenny were great on the show, but to me, the star of the show were the kids.
Yes, the kids were precious.
And you had Landon from the Grizzly Family Vacay. You had Chloe and Vanna came in. Then Ryan came in, and then Allison from Honey's daughter from Beach Please was in. That was hilarious. And then, of course, Anthony came on at the end. But I thought it was a little different perspective, and that's we kind of tossed that out there to them way in advance, probably two or 3 months in advance of them coming on, and said, "Hey, would you be willing to do something a little different?" A lot of these shows we come on, and there's nothing wrong with that because we do it too. You sometimes ask the same old questions, and we're probably going to – Mark's answer some of these questions tonight probably 100 times. We're going to ask him again and maybe put a little spin on it. But they were willing to come on and as kids and ask questions. And I know some people in the community are like, I want to grow on a cruise. I don't want kids around. But I'm telling you right now, kids are our future. I mean, it's a song. It's a song from back in the day, right? Michael Jackson and them. But and if we can get kids hooked on cruising at an early age and having fun and food and cooking and having fun cooking and then traveling and having fun, it's just going to be something they get to do the rest of their life, and it's going to only help our community in the long run.
Yes.
So when I can't cruise anymore, whenever that is, I want Anthony to come back and tell us stories about how he went on a cruise or went traveling or ate this awesome food and just have a good time with it. So thank you all for watching that last week. Had nothing but fun.
It was awesome.
Awesome time with that. Kids were great. And we may be doing that again. Maybe every 3 or 4 months, maybe we'll bring a creator on and let the kids, ask them questions. I know we have some channels that are more adult oriented. I'd say we're kind of in the middle between PG-13. But the biggest thing we talk about is drinking probably. I mean, having a drink, but I thought it was a nice fresh air. All right, we're going to move on past that dead horse, right?
Yes.
Hey, so when we went to Florida, everybody talks about beaver nuggets. How many of you like beaver nuggets? I know there's a lot of people in here that are Buc-ee's fans. So we got to eat food at Buc-ee's. We really enjoyed it. And we got a video vlog coming out on that in the next month or two. But everybody kept talking about beaver nuggets. So we bought the beaver nuggets. And we're gonna open them up right now and let Anthony and us try them out before we bring Mark on. So I've never tried beaver nuggets. I mean, they look like sugar pops to me. I don't know what they really taste like. But Anthony, you want to come on over here? We got our son Anthony. I wanted
to try them for 2 weeks now, and they've been on the counter.
For 2 weeks, these have been sitting on the counter. Michelle's like, when are we going to open them up? I was like, well, I got to get my camera out. We got to vlog it. And then the other day it hit me. I was like, well, let's just do it on the live.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to open up beaver nuggets. And I'm seeing Rhonda and some of them say, "Hey, I love beaver nuggets." Oh, I love beaver nuggets.
Tastes like packing peanuts.
Oh, Traveling Adventures. Eric B says, "I love it." Somebody said, "Packing what? Packing peanuts?"
Yes.
I don't know about all that. Let's see if we can open these up. I don't want to spill them out all over the whole basement here. All right. So Anthony,
yeah, let's let.
Get a whiff of it. A little bit of a maple syrup smell to it. Maple syrup, and that actually is one of the first ingredients.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to let Anthony have one of these and try it out. What do you think, Ant? Pop it on in there and chew it, boy. Michelle. Oh, he's going in for twice. All right, Michelle's going to try them. What are y'all saying they taste like? What do they remind you of? Again, these are beaver nuggets. I haven't tried one yet. I'm gonna try it out right now.
Very sweet.
I don't try one though. I'm gonna try two because I'm all. I normally would get a handful of them.
I don't think they taste like Cracker Jacks.
Oh, I think they do taste like Cracker Jacks.
Texture's totally different.
Sugar Pops with a hint of Cracker Jack. And they do taste like Sugar Pops, but I do think they taste like Cracker Jacks too. All right, we're supposed to be on a diet this week, so I'm going to eat 3 more.
All right, I'm done.
All right, Anthony, you want to take these over with you?
Yeah, I'm
Look,
eating them.
Anthony's going to take... We're going to see how much in the bag's left at the end of this. All right. So that wasn't that bad.
They're pretty good.
I can see how they can be addictive, for sure. I'm still sitting here chewing and eating. I'll give a thumbs up for beaver nuggets.
Yeah, pretty good.
Thumbs up for the food there.
Yeah.
There's a couple things I didn't like.
I hear the bag rattling over there.
Yeah, the bag is rattling. Brisket tacos from there.
Good.
They get a 4 out of 4. Excellent. So, hey, let's say hey to some people in the chat, and I hope I don't miss anybody from the very beginning. We got the KY Travelers in here. How you doing? Brenda and Tom. I see Nana's too. Meg, how you doing? Come on in the house here. That's a new name, I think. I haven't noticed, but we got Danny Griswold. Just Dave, how you doing? He's got the golden voice. And let's see, Miss Marla Stewart. How you doing? Of course, we got Mark. I'm glad. Oh, I'm breaking up. You take over.
No. We've got the Cruise World. We've got Billy Sparks. Hey, Billy. We've got Rhonda
Bailey and Tom Bailey.
You just moved it and I can't see.
Oh, you got to roll with it, honey.
Oh, gosh. Fisher Fun Ventures.
Fisher Fun Ventures. That's the David and Lorelai. We got Dan Gaylor, the Gaylors. We got Matt and Kimbra. How are you doing?
Hey,
we got CA Cruiser. Just saw you earlier. Thanks for dropping in and checking out with us. We got Miss Slinky. She's like the OG moderator for Lolita Loken and probably some other ones. And I think she likes Buc-ee's, and I think they like the Blackstone too because they do some griddle cooking. Christina V, how you doing? Anybody new in here? We appreciate you coming by. I'm sure the moderators are going to show you love. MGM Family Travels here. Spiker, hey Doug, and hey Cindy, how you doing? Who else we got in here? Okay, Kimbra, I already said Kimbra. Dan said Dan. Just Dave. I love seeing all this talking. Us some more. How are y'all doing? They're on the phone. They said they can't traveling with Nick. How you doing, Nick? Another young talent there. Who else we got on here? Peg. Peg and Art, how you doing? Those are my buddies. Those are my snorkeling buddies. We talked on Marco Polo about that today. We got Travel Mobile. How you doing? Beaver Nuggets. Yes, Beaver Nuggets. Rhonda B. I already said Rhonda. See, traveling with Eric B. How you doing, Eric? Who else we got in here? I love this conversation going back and forth. Ronnie, woo! All right, so Susan White says, we have a Buc-ee's in Texas. So, hey, I guess you're from Texas, Susan. That's cool to know. Yes. Let's see, who else we got in here? I don't want to miss nobody. I'm getting closer, though. I'm about to get up to the front here. Who else we got? Am I missing anybody, Michelle? Hey, moderators, anybody new coming in, say, hey, T and K. There's T and K. Of course, T and K Travels. Love their Disney stuff. They got some cool stuff out there. And Anthony Simone is like the #1 moderator. And in the ranking of cruise and travel moderators, he's number one. His Gators are down here, but he is number one. I'm just messing with you, Anthony. Hey, one other thing I got to say real quick before we bring Mark in. Look what I got in today. You didn't even see this, have you?
I didn't. Those are really love them.
Honey from the Beach Life. Man, look at that pint glass. Man, some good iced tea in there. Some Bowling Springs Kool-Aid. Nice looking stuff. He did a good job designing that. Very, very sharp. I'm proud of Honey. Not that he cares I'm proud of him, but hey, nice looking stuff. So if you need some, the Beach Life hookup, see Honey. I think he's got a Zazzle store. I think even Chris talked last night about he's working on a Zazzle store. We're going to try to do a Zazzle store ourselves. We've got some of our own stuff out there.
Hey, Mike and Betsy.
Oh, Mike and Betsy are cool deal. Intergalactic Travel. How are you doing?
Ooh.
Cool deal. That's a cool name. I like that. All right. So, am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
We got to get our guest in here. We need Mark in here. This man him and Stephanie are world travelers. Gosh, they're so cool. Mark, I don't remember if I told you this beforehand. We're going to play a video for you. It's about 1 minute and 10 seconds. After this video, Mark's going to be in here, and we're going to hit him up with some questions. Probably tougher than the kids gave Tony and Jenny, but he's got the answers for them. This man's been around. He's traveled a lot, does some great stuff, great video work. I'll play this intro for him, and then boom, he's in the house. Hey, Mark.
Mark, how are you?
How's it going?
Man, I tell you, after watching that video, I wish you could get my 300-pound fat butt into a suitcase and take me with you.
Yes.
Yeah, someone did a deep dive on the Facebook.
He's a stalker.
I'm a professional stalker. I'm not a voyeur because I don't look in people's windows, but I am a professional stalker.
He is.
Man, that is awesome. So, hey, Mark, man, I always say this right at the beginning of our show, man. Tell us about you. Tell us about your channel. All these people in the chat may have some questions that come up. Let us know about the cruise world. And, hey, take us along with you, brother. Tell us about your channel, man.
So I may have misunderstood. Are there not kids asking me questions? I thought that's what this was all.
You got two big kids right here. I mean, she's probably 13 and I'm 12.
Yeah. I'm sorry your expectations got hit so high with Tony and Jenny last week. I wouldn't expect 1,100 views out of this video, but we can hope, right?
We might can pay somebody to do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to pay nobody.
So the cruise world was born about 18 months ago. I've always been a video lover since I was a little kid. I was that guy in middle school and high school that had the video camera with me everywhere I went. And we took vacations as a kid, but nothing real extravagant. As I got older, the video kind of got put to the side, but we started doing vacations and through my work, I was able to travel more. And then with that, we got miles and traveled a lot with the family as well. Unfortunately, for so many years, I have tons of pictures, but it was just about 2-3 years ago, I said, you know what, I need to get back to video. So I started making some videos, created the YouTube channel. And then it was about 18 months ago, I said, you know what, cruising is our passion. I'm going to focus this channel on cruising. and so the cruise world was born.
Yeah, when we were checking out, some of your videos, and we'll talk about a little bit of that. I actually saw your video back when you first came out with the one on the Magic, and we'll talk about that a little bit later because looking into cruising on the Magic a year or two ago and came across your video. But also in researching you've got a couple other channels as well, right? That you got going on as well.
I do have. So when I decided to make the cruise channel, I went over and decided that I'm going to put all my non-cruise related travel videos on a second site. That's called On Your Market Set Travel. Very, very small. I think I've got 30 some subscribers. I haven't really promoted it. Once I can get back to doing some travel that's not cruise related, I will post to that and try to brand that out a little more and broadcast it out. I do have a trip coming up next month with Stephanie. We're going down to Florida just for a long weekend, and then doing another long weekend in June with Brad from Midlife Crazy, Hani from the Beach Life, and I think Mike and Betsy from Beach Please are going to try to meet up with us for a day as well. So, if I can get some video out of those would probably go on Your Market Set Travel, because unfortunately they're not going to be cruise related. And I know nothing about horse racing, but I was roped in just through my video expertise about 5 months ago to help create a horse racing analysis channel. So that is called Trust the Profits. And with the Derby right around the corner, that's been blowing up. We're at about 1,700 subscribers right now and have some videos doing really well. Wow. So between the cruise world and Trust the Profits and my full-time job, which is about 50 hours a week, I'm a little busy.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah. Hey, so, we had a few lists of questions here, but somebody kind of beat us to it. Slinky has a great question right off the bat, and she could tell it by the video intro. It's a question: where has Mark traveled internationally? Love the intro. So, I think you had said over 75 plus countries or 75 plus destinations. Tell us a little bit about some of those and maybe some of your favorites, and then also, how did you get to travel that much?
Okay. So I have been to 75 countries. I decided a while ago that I would keep track, and it's kind of like a personal type of thing that I try to go. So I like to hit cruises and other things that can add to that list. But I don't know if you noticed when you were doing the deep dive, most of the pictures that you have there are old. I haven't actually posted many photos from my travels on Facebook in years. Did you say something?
I was actually, I was like playing the, what do you do it to the, I muted myself and was talking to my son, and I apologize about that.
Oh, that's okay. So some of my favorite places, I really loved going I've been to Delhi, India a couple of times, and seeing the Taj Mahal, which is a few hours drive from there. Amazing. Again, I could punch myself. I don't have video, but I have a lot of amazing pictures. I've got a couple of those of the Taj Mahal on Instagram, but I don't think there's any on Facebook. Petra, which you had a picture of Petra in that opening. I've been blessed to go there 3 times. It is amazing. Take your hiking shoes, take lots of water and some snacks, because you have to make the long haul if you're going to go there. The treasury is something that I think a lot of people know about at Petra. It's in the Indiana Jones movies. What you actually showed there is called the monastery, which is a very long hike up the mountain at Petra there. I'm pretty sure I almost died of heat stroke on my way up the second time. I'm not in the best shape. So another pretty cool place is Dubai. I was I paid the cheddar to go up into the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. They have an observation deck on the 124th floor, where you're literally looking down on skyscrapers. It's a really cool experience. The elevator was remarkably fast as well getting up there, so it didn't take too long. I love London. It's a great city. But Stephanie, and my favorite city is probably Rome. Just so much history there. The new buildings are older than anything we have here. And we were supposed to go back next month. And so bummed that cruise got canceled, but we did just book another cruise for next year on the Odyssey of the Seas, which will sail out of Civitavecchia. So that's Rome. So she'll get to go back there. I mean, you did have a picture of the Colosseum there. That was from my first trip there. But it was 2013 when we were there. So looking forward to get back. So to make my long story a little bit less long there, that's my favorite city. There's so many beautiful places. Russia. I've been to St. Petersburg and Moscow to see St. Basil's Cathedral and Red Square. It's amazing. Travel is wonderful, and you can't get everywhere by a cruise ship, but you know what? You can get a whole hell of a lot of places, and that is my preferred way to travel. And I can't wait to see so much more of the world once we can get open back up.
So also, Mark, you you jump in here on me. You know me. I'm a chatterbox. Me and Mark would just be sitting here chattering like crazy. So your parodies, I love your parodies. I love the Elton John. I love the Florida Georgia Line one. I mean, you've got several out. All of them are excellent. And you got a great voice. We learned that when you came on and sang for MGM, and plus in your parodies, you sing great. Where did your love for music begin? And I think I've heard you answer this before, but do you ever foresee yourself in a band or cutting anything, or do you just pretty much like doing the parodies?
Real quick, if I may, I see Chris is asking how many elevators to get to the top. I mean, it was one elevator. I believe the actual top of it is the penthouse suite, which was 150 something on at the Burj Khalifa, but just one elevator straight up.
Wow.
So music. I sang in the church choir. I'm not a real religious guy. I did go to church, growing up, and I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I had that in my life. So I was in the church choir. So that's where I really started singing. I never did choir in school, probably just because, cool me. I thought, too cool for choir. Right. I did do a year of band. I played the clarinet, never really went anywhere. So I unfortunately don't really play any instruments. I'd love to learn how to. I've got my dad's old guitar, which you probably saw in that Florida Georgia Line video. That I have no clue how to play it. I'm sure anybody that knows how to play was looking at it going like, this guy has no clue what he's doing, right? But, hopefully when I can, I keep saying retire, because I am able to leave my job with a pension in about 2.5 years, but I'm not going to retire. I'm going to be keeping myself busy, working, doing YouTube, doing the things that I enjoy. So,
right.
And I'm hoping that maybe learning how to play the guitar will be something that I can do there. I always dreamed of being in a band, but it's just never something that came to fruition. I've got a whole bunch of karaoke trophies, but that's about it.
Well, see, Betsy says here, I'm starting a band, Squatch Bets and the Squatch Crotch Crew. You can be my backup singer. I don't know. There's your chance. I don't know how much money. I don't know how much money you would make from Betsy, but who knows?
I think I've learned in life, money's great and it can buy some things, but just having a good time and being happy is what it's really all about. And hopefully, Betsy, if I do get the chance to meet you at the beginning of June there in San Diego, maybe I can audition for you and try to get a backup role for you there.
I would just like to have a T-shirt that said, Squatch, whatever it said, Squatch Crew or something. What did it say? Squatch Crotch Crew or something? I don't know. That sounds like a cool T-shirt to me, if you ask me. Yeah,
I know Beach Please is having some issues with their logo in the Zazzle store, so maybe they can do the Squatch stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they may get in trouble with Adventures Ahead though, because according to Josh, he's like the number one promoter of Squatch, and any other T-shirts that come out that say Squatch on it, they owe him a royalty. Yep. So you've been on a lot of cruises, right?
I have been on. I want to say it's 16 cruises, I believe.
Wow. So, what all cruise lines have you cruised on? Number one.
Okay.
And then number two, which one was your favorite as far as cruise ship? And then which one was your least favorite? I know sometimes it can be the same company for your least favorites as well, but maybe let everybody know a 16 cruise, that's a lot of cruises. You got a lot of experience.
Okay, so I've been on Disney, Carnival, Norwegian, and Royal. Okay, so now the thing here is Disney was a long time ago. It was my first cruise. I loved it, but my mom paid for that for me and my young family. And you know, once I started cruising, that was in 2007. The next cruise I took was in 2010, and as I looked at prices on Disney, it's like we're not going to do Disney right now. I think with my experience, the bang for the buck is on Carnival, and the most of my so I've done 16, 11 of them have been Carnival. I've done 2 Royal Caribbean and 2 Norwegian. So I would say that my favorite cruise line, would be Carnival. However, Stephanie and I are very itinerary driven. If there's an itinerary we like or a place in the world that we want to go and Carnival has a ship there, we'll probably take that. But, Carnival doesn't have a big presence over in Europe and places like that, where we've wanted to go. So that's where our Norwegian cruises and our Royal Caribbean cruises came in. So favorite ship I've been on, unfortunately, COVID has kept us off the Oasis class ships on Royal Caribbean. Both of the Royal Caribbean ships I've been on have been smaller ships. In fact, the smallest they have, and then one that's in the bottom 5. So the favorite ship I've been on to date has been the Norwegian Epic, which is it's a very nice ship.
Is that in the same class as is it the Breakaway?
I'm not sure if it's in the same class of ship. The Epic is a bigger ship than the Breakaway. Those are the 2 NCL ships that I've been on, the Epic and the Breakaway.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed them both. But the Epic I did enjoy more. It's a big ship. I like Norwegian. I like the way they operate, their entertainment, Cirque du Soleil, Svedka Ice Bar. They have Howl at the Moon on many of their ships, which is just a great piano bar. So now my least favorite ship is with my favorite company so far, and that's Carnival. And that was, God rest her soul, I think she's gone, the Ecstasy of the Seas. And listen, I never met a cruise ship that I didn't like, but I mean, if you're going to pigeonhole me and ask me, it's the smallest ship. The thing's tiny. And I enjoyed myself. I did. But if you're gonna tell me to pick one that I like the least, it would be that one. But we still love it.
So we were on that, and that's actually one of Anthony's favorites. But yeah, it's definitely small, and it was stationed out of Charleston, South Carolina. And then I think it's going to be in Jacksonville, but they may be getting ready. It's, I think, the second oldest Carnival ship out there.
I thought they had gotten rid of it.
Oh, did it? Maybe they have. Maybe I've missed that. So
I'm not
if anybody knows on here, has Carnival put the Ecstasy out of its misery, please let us know. Last I heard, they had moved it from Charleston down to Jacksonville, which I know nothing's going out now, but yeah, let us know. On all the cruise ships, so you've been on a lot of cruise ships, a lot of countries. We're a food and travel channel. We love talking about food. Which one do you feel like has had the best food, and maybe separately, what is the best meal you've had on a cruise ship, if you recall it?
Now, I love barbecue, but outside, I'm really not that adventurous of an eater, and I hope to change that going forward. I plan to try some things that I've never tried, and I'm going to make sure that the camera is rolling when I do, because I think I'm probably going to have some pretty crazy reactions. But yeah, I hate to tell you this. I mean, my favorite thing to eat on the cruise ships right now is probably Guy's Burgers, to tell you the truth. And I haven't had Luvy's barbecue yet, so I mean, I know I've heard a lot of people that like the Guy's Pig and Anchor, and I've heard some people that say they think it's terrible. I enjoy Pig and Anchor, so I don't know. I don't know what a true, I don't know if I've ever really had, true barbecue, to be honest with you. But I enjoy that. We enjoy eating in the main dining room. We've only eaten in all the cruises, only eat at the specialty steakhouse once. Had a great steak. So that's probably, and that was the last cruise I was on. So that's fresh in my mind. So that's probably the best meal I've had. I enjoyed Norwegian's dining experience as well, though. It's a more freestyle, not really the main dining rooms. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to go. I love to eat, but my menu options unfortunately aren't spread out very far.
Yeah, we've only went on Carnival, and all the ships we went on are the smaller ships, and we had gosh, what is it? What was the one we had this year booked twice, and oh gosh, and it was canceled twice. It's a pretty big ship.
Yes, it is.
Billy,
Hey, Billy, help us
the
there.
breeze.
Yes.
Yeah, we had the breeze booked twice, and it got canceled twice this year. But we were wanting to finally try barbecue on the Pig and Anchor, and then I've seen in the past Texas Pepito's been on here, and he's like, "Dude, it's not real good barbecue." But I mean, I'm kind of a snob more towards barbecue than I am other food, just because that's why I couldn't believe Buc-ee's was so good. I was like, wait a minute here. I mean, barbecue at a gas station, and it wasn't bad. But yeah, I would definitely. We are big fans like you of Guy's Burger, and we love the Blue Iguana on the Carnivals.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But we are also not cruise ship snobs. I mean, we already have next year. We have we've got a group cruise going out to Alaska with Lolita Loca.
Yeah.
We got
Alaska,
that one booked.
beautiful.
Yeah, I saw some video of yours of Alaska, and it looked really great. And then we also, I keep looking at Royal, and Royal's ships look really cool. So Anthony, he's kind of gotten used to Carnival's kids section, and he really likes Camp Ocean. So we kind of just stuck with Carnival for now. But next year we are venturing out to NCL. I would like to try a Royal as well.
Me too.
I mean they look like great ships.
Oh yeah, yeah. Royal. I mean, I think from what I've seen and all the research I've done, I mean these Oasis class ships and these Oasis Ultra class ships. I mean, if I could pick any ship right now to go on, it would be one of these Oasis class ships. And unfortunately, the pandemic has shot me down from that twice now. Also we've had 2 MSC cruises canceled. So, but we've got the MSC rebooked. We got the Royal rebooked. I've got Virgin booked. So I'm trying to sail as many different lines as I can. And I think with where I want to take the channel, with the reviews, the vlogs, and all of that, I think having a good widespread knowledge of the different lines will help me, deliver the message that I'm trying to deliver.
Yeah, I mean, you've got so much traveling history. I hate you don't have the videos. I know you do too from back on those other ones, but maybe we can kind of turn this a little bit more towards some of your videos. I mean, you've got some videos that have got some really good hits on them, and I think I've watched your Magic video, the tour of the Magic, probably 3 or 4 times. You can put me down for that out of the 75,000 plus views on it. I can't remember, is it 50 or 75,000? It's got a lot of views. I know that.
Yeah, I think it's got 75,000. That's my only video that's hit 1,000 likes, which I thought was pretty cool. Because a lot of people watch a video and like it, but don't hit the like button. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I do enjoy that video, my most successful video, obviously. But every time I see it or watch it, I cringe with, there's so many things I would do different. I don't like the music. My mic, I mean, it's the sound to me is horrible, but by all means, if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
So just talking about that ship a little bit and the chat right here. Some of you I think I put this on our page last week. I said, hey, who's been on the Magic? And I know several of you gave me a hard time because you're like, hey, you didn't watch our vlogs on the Magic? Are you a big dummy or what? But I watched so many of them, I can't remember which ship it is half the time. So on the Magic, that's your number 1 video, I think, so far. What did you really like about that ship, and what didn't you like about that ship?
To be honest, I really can't tell you anything that I didn't like about that ship. Those, as far as Carnival goes, that class, I believe it's the Dream class. So you got the Dream, the Breeze, the Magic. They're all right there, and that's the newest class of Carnival ship that we've sailed on. We hadn't sailed on the Vista class yet, so we love those ships. And I really can't, as far as Carnival goes, I can't tell you anything I honestly don't like about it. We typically get the inside cabins. We figure, we like them and they're cheaper. So I don't know yet. They've got, they've got the Pig and Anchor. They've got the Guys, couple of main dining rooms, nice sized theaters. They've got the Punchliners Comedy Club, which, as you probably know, especially on the smaller ships, though, those always get full fast, which is why I'm glad that the Mardi Gras will have a dedicated
yeah, I think they're having some technical difficulties here with Mark. But yeah, let's just go to the chat real quick. We can't hear him. We can see you, Mark. We just can't hear you, buddy. But we'll go ahead and I'll let him see if he can get that straightened out, and we'll try to bring him back in about a minute. I'll leave you on here, Mark, if you want to try messing with your.
Can you hear me?
I heard you for a split second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay.
It's that darn voice meter. I don't know. I might have to uninstall it and reinstall it again.
Also the sunrise. I saw that you had a really big video with the sunrise. It had quite a few hits as well. What about the sunrise? What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, so I think that video, the only reason I think that video hasn't done as well as the other one is because I posted it shortly before the shutdown. But I'll be real with you. I'm gonna be honest. The sunrise, not my favorite ship by any means. It's much like the sunshine, and I'm sure the Radiance will be the same. They're packing all of their new stuff into a ship that wasn't built to take it. So I would much rather sail on one of those ships than an old ship that didn't have all of these Fun Ship 2.0 features, and but they are kind of crowded in my opinion. Some of the spots are tight. I don't think the sunrise was as bad in that aspect as the sunshine, but the sunrise, it was nice. It all seemed new because it was recently refurbished, but I would prefer the Magic over the sunrise. If you were asking.
The sunrise, was that refurbished from the Triumph, or was that a different one? Which one was that?
I believe it was the Triumph. It was whichever ship was the poop ship.
That's it.
Yeah,
that was our first cruise was on the Triumph.
Yes.
And if I recall correctly, this is crazy. And Billy, tell me if I'm wrong. Billy will tell me real quick. Probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month after we got off that ship is when they had the big situation where they were stuck out in the ocean and all that stuff happened. So, and I didn't realize that until we looked at the year we went on a cruise and the month we went on a cruise, and then went back and we didn't cruise for a couple of years after that. And then we went back and saw the history. I was like, "Well, what if we were on that ship and we were stuck out there in the middle of that?"
Thank goodness that's not the case.
Now, some people have said, and I'm seeing Josh here saying the sunshine stinks. I've heard some people say they thought they smelt something on the Magic. Did you have any issues with that?
No, we've been on the Magic twice. And like I said, I've got nothing bad to say about the Magic. I mean, sure, there are newer, nicer ships, but I think the Magic has pretty much everything you would need if you're into the spa. If you like the spa, they've got the lasso therapy pool. They've got nice accommodations in the spa as well. I think it's a good size ship. It's not too crowded. Like I fear, you get these Oasis class ships, you get 6,000 people on it. I know they're huge, but there's still 6,000 people on it. So I haven't experienced that personally yet, and I'm looking forward to, but I didn't feel overcrowded on the Magic. Whereas on the Sunrise was pretty crowded. Sunshine, like Josh said, there's just so many spaces on the Sunshine where it's like, yeah, they added all this stuff in, but this ship wasn't made to hold all that. It's just tight.
Hey, so Slinky says, wait a minute. Wait a second, Mike. I was on the month before the poop cruise. We need to go back and look at our dates, Slinky, and post them and see if we were on there at the same time. That was before we were really into the cruising community, and we were just. It was our first cruise, wasn't it?
I had cruised.
Yeah, that's right.
That.
You'd cruised years before that, but that was my first cruise. But yeah, so hey, anybody in the chat? I mean, we got a couple more questions here. Any kind of questions you have for Mark? About his channel, any kind of his travel adventures. Him and Stephanie are well traveled and have been to a lot of places. Tell us what your favorite cruise ship is. What's your favorite? What your cruise line is. Is it Norwegian? Is it Royal? Is it? Of course, I don't think it's Virgin. They haven't been out long. Is it Princess? Is it MSC? What is your favorite out there? Any kind of questions you have for Mark, I'll pop them up here real quick. Let's see right here.
Like you said, it was her first cruise too.
Oh, was it? We got to go back and check it out. That'd be funny if we were on the same cruise, first time ever, didn't even know it, and then
Well, we had a lot of pictures that Mike lost.
Please don't. Hey, you had to tell that, didn't you? Dumb Mike reformatted his pictures right in the lost thing on his. It was a brand new camera. Accidentally reformatted it. It says, "Do you want to reformat? Yes or no?" And I hit yes. Lost everything we had on the whole cruise.
I'm glad to see that Bill says that they don't feel crowded, because I can't wait to get on those ships, and that is one of the concerns. I know they're huge. They got a lot of people, but I'm glad to hear somebody say that.
Let's see what this was. Let's see right here. William Francis, the Magic was a good ship, but the Valor was a great ship. Have you been on the Valor before, Mark?
I have. I prefer the Magic, but some people prefer those. The Magic's got a little more bells and whistles. They've got the. I enjoy that more, at least at this stage in my life. And to Josh's point, when he said he didn't like the Sunshine, Stephanie and I actually sailed on the Destiny, which was the Sunshine before the refit, and it didn't feel crowded then. I understand what they're trying to do. They want, especially since they are the family cruise line, they want to get all those bells and whistles that the families like. So I understand why they're doing it, but sometimes if you've been on other ships that are more spacious, you're going to notice that.
So, hey, we got a question right here. Positive Vibes Adventures. Hey, thanks for being in the house, brother. What is your favorite thing to do on a ship?
Favorite thing to do on a ship? I like to do everything, but that's a real pigeonhole question there. What is your favorite thing to do? Let me see. I love the entertainment. All kinds. I like the comedy clubs, the shows on the main stage. We love to do the trivia. My favorite thing about being on the cruise ships are is that
why are you so good? Why are you so good at trivia, Mark?
Because I have a big brain.
Because you're from Michigan, right? That's what there's a lot of people from Michigan in here, and they like, hey, we're smarter up here.
Yeah, it's cold, so we just sit inside and read books and learn. But my favorite thing about cruising is the fact that there are so many different options and so many different ways you can vacation on a cruise ship. If you want the fun in the sun, you can have it. You want to ride the slides, you can have it. Adventure, thrill seeking, you can have it. Or if you want to relax and chill, go to the spa, go see a show, go to the club, eat. You can have have 1,000 cruisers on a cruise ship that all have different styles of vacations, and everybody loves them.
That's a great answer. So, hey, we got Miss Rhonda Bailey here saying, Mark, where have you been that you won't go back to?
Sana'a, Yemen.
Oh, and that was that? Can you give us a brief description why?
Yeah, well, it was with work. It was about a 7.5 hour layover overnight in the airport in Sana'a. And yeah, there were, the military walking around with AK-47s. Nobody spoke English. Yeah, I have no thoughts about going back there anytime. So I had a very similar situation in Khartoum, Sudan. So those are two spots that I've been that I have no intention of going back to. Check those off the list, and we'll leave it at that.
Matt, I think it's Matt or Kimber from Fantastic Studios is saying, what is your dream destination? Where's a place maybe you haven't been yet that you want to go?
One of the places that I really want to go that I haven't been is Australia. So, you got the Australian, New Zealand, and that. I've got big plans in 2024 for the channel and for my travel. And obviously I'm not gonna, broadcast it out right now, but big things I think are going to happen for me in 2024, and Australia, New Zealand, and that whole area of the world will be part of it.
Oh, deal.
That's awesome.
Let's see other questions on here. So Ronnie wants you to hit up with a parody of "I Was Made for Cruising, Baby" instead of "I Was Made for Loving You." And you know what, Mark? I might throw some things your way because I know you're busy. I'm busy. We're all busy. I've actually got three parodies written. I did the one for Guns N' Roses just because I'm a diehard Guns N' Roses fan. But I've actually got 3 other parodies written that maybe one weekend when we're stuck in here we'll do them. If not, I'll throw them your way. And if you want to twist them around or
that was vaccine, right?
Yeah, vaccine. That was a one take one day, which it looked that way. But we had a great time doing that. That was right when COVID hit, and about a month or 2 into COVID, and we were kind of early on saying that what if you had to have a vaccine to cruise? But yeah, that was fun.
So I really enjoyed doing the parodies. I haven't put one out in a while. They didn't, the last couple didn't really do great on the channel, but that's okay. For the most part, I do it. If I can make a couple people smile and I enjoy doing it, then that's really what it's worth. Sure. Do I hope to make some money on YouTube someday? Well, when I'm going at it full time, I hope to make a little bit, but that's not the point of it. I don't want to do it for money. I do it because I love making videos and I love traveling and I love singing and making people smile. So I've got about 5 or 6 written. However, they're pretty much written to be filmed. The videos need to be filmed on the cruise ships. I really didn't think we'd be off this long. So I'm kind of holding out on those. I do have one that I've been kicking around. I've got it completely written and I may record it. And it's one that can be done prior to cruising restarting. So if I am going to do that with these June cruises out of the Bahamas, I probably need to do that one soon. But yeah, I mean, I'm down for some collaborations. That's for sure.
I think the title of mine, and you can go from here, was instead of Sweet Caroline, it was Sweet Cruise Line. And we twisted some lyrics up in there, but it was Sweet Cruise Line instead of Sweet Caroline. But
that's definitely got some potential for sure.
This is what Mike does at work when he's caught up on everything and he takes a lunch break. He's taking parodies and writing songs. The other one was a Cinderella 80s rock song that we was going to do, and then there was another Guns N' Roses I think I had, or was it No Kiss? It was I Was Made for Loving You I'd redone. I did that one too. But yeah, all right. So
nobody from work is.
All right, so I can't believe Josh, who is supposed to be like Mr. Cruise News, he said this like 5 times. Mark, is Faster to the Fun worth it in your opinion? Have you ever had Faster to the Fun?
I can't believe he asked that question. Unsubbed.
Hey, I've unsubbed and subbed back to him at least 20 times in the last 20 days. I think we got your. I think we're. All right, so Michelle, what's your opinion? Faster to Fun. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. Yes, sir.
I'm going to keep that pulled up just in case it happens again. So, Josh, okay. I believe Josh is in the same boat that Stephanie and I are. On our next cruise, we're going to be platinum, so that kind of takes Faster to the Fun off the table. Now, we did do Faster to the Fun one time, and it was nice especially when you're at a port where you tender, to be able to get that first tender thing. So it's great to get on the ship early. It's great to be able to get off and tender. But here in the beginnings of cruising coming back, I think you're only going to be able to get off the ship, at least for a while, if you have an excursion with them. So you're going to get off when your group is getting off anyway. So I would say right now, and with all of the scheduled times to check in, right now, Faster to the Fun is not worth it. in the long run, if we get back to some sort of normal, and you just don't want to wait around as much, I would say that, yeah, it's probably worth it. I think that goes on a room basis, not by person, right? But Josh, I think you and me are going to be platinum soon, so we don't really need to worry about that.
This is not to you, Mark. This is for Josh. And look, pinky up on it too. Hey, we've done Faster the Fun, I think 3 times now.
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
Yep.
And I
know,
love
being able to drop my luggage off and go.
Yeah, I know people. Some people get upset about, hey, you're just buying your way on there early and all this, but it's a service that's offered, and I like it more for getting off the ship early, like you said.
That's true. Because
we have driven every time. We haven't flown in. So if we can get off the ship earlier and get our luggage and get it into the car and get out of there before everybody else, we like it on the tail end just as much as the front end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, Venture's head thinks that's funny now. It's not so funny, Josh. You're picking on us poor gold members. So I loved FT Faster to the Fun, but yeah, not worth it until we get back to normal cruising. Yeah. So has Carnival already came out and said that, you're the cruise world, the cruise news, the cruise world. Yeah, the cruise world for the cruise news, but have they already came out and said that there is no Faster to the Fun starting out?
I haven't actually said it. I do read a lot of stuff. I haven't seen anything that says that. I just don't think, in my personal opinion, that it would be worth it until they're back to some sort of semblance of normalcy. And Betsy, no, I think I agree with you guys. I enjoyed it when I had it. And I think there's a lot of perks to it. But right now, I just don't think it would be worth it until they can get back to normal, because a lot of the benefits that you would receive from it, you may not be able to get any benefit from.
Yeah, I'm wondering what all kind of benefits, that will be lost. I mean, I know that the one thing and I've brought this up several times, the one thing that concerns me more about cruising when we get back is we like to take the non-cruise line excursions in ports. And it sounds like that's pretty much you're not going to get to do that anymore, at least initially starting back out. And that's what's going to hurt me for when we go to to the DR, Mahogany Bay, Cozumel, Mr. Sancho's and Nachi Kokum. We really had a blast and a great time. We went to Daniel Johnson's Monkey and Sloth Hangout. Absolutely had an incredible time there. And it concerns me that places like that thrive off of the tourism are going to be really hurt now. And then I'm concerned also that as Carnival, if they do allow them to do it, they're going to put such a squeeze on them that, the profits are cut down so much that it's, puts them under. I don't know.
But hopefully in 2022, we can get back to something closer to the normal cruising that we remember.
I hope so too.
So Rafi from Business Travel says, the Faster the Fun give you more than 15 drinks. If not, sorry, not worth it.
I'm not sure why Josh is throwing all the shade. I thought us Michiganders were supposed to stick together, buddy.
Yeah, well, that was Rafi that time, but Josh, he's actually told me when I told him that you was coming on this week. This was his response. He's a cool guy. He's from Michigan. He's a Michigander or something. I don't know what he called it. He's from Michigan. He's cool. So I was like, okay, so the Klekowskis, York, Flamingo Pam, Steph and Mark, anybody that's from Michigan, they're cool. Everybody else sucks, right?
I don't. Did he say that? I don't know if he said that.
No, he didn't say that. I was just reading between the lines.
So I've got a lot of family down there in North Carolina too. We did a lot of visiting down there when I was growing up. My grandma used to live in Newport. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And then I've got family in the Kinston area in Raleigh.
Yeah, Kinston. That's a basketball. A lot of big time NBA players are coming around that Kinston area, believe it or not. All right, so looks like we got just a couple minutes more. Mark, tell us, in going out, what you got planned for your channel and what you got going on in the future. Some of the cruises maybe you got booked up in the future. So, and then, of course, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and say it now while we're kind of closing out. If you are a creator a supporter, a travel agent, whatever you are, please go ahead and post it in here. Put hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag travel agent, whatever you are. Pick a channel out that you haven't seen before, sub to that channel, even write 3 or 4 down and check them out. There's a lot of great content
Absolutely.
in the cruising and food community. So please do that. But Mark, take us home, brother.
Oh, no voice.
All right, so we get something right
Am I
here.
back?
Yes.
You're back.
So I got the Cruise News Weekend Review that I do every Saturday morning. So if you can check that out, I'd appreciate that. Right now with, I'm about out of content. I'm going to try to create some more content, but I do have some more interviews coming up. I did an interview with Lucy from Cruising His Crew a couple of weeks ago, and I've got a few cruise directors that I'm conversing with that I'm going to be doing some interviews with them coming up as well. So that should be a fun time. So we'll be getting those out, midweek. I like to try to post something on Thursdays and always my news on Saturdays. So until we get back on the ships, that's what we got. We got a cruise. I got a cruise booked in July, August, September, October, and November. So maybe one of them will go. We'll see.
You got 5 coming up? 5 in 5 months?
Yeah, I've got 5 weeks of vacation that I have to use this year or it's gone. So, I mean, I'm hoping I'm cruising. If not, I'm just going to be staycation, I guess.
Wow. Hey, well, Mark, we cannot thank you enough, brother, for coming on here, man. Anytime you want to come on, let us know. Thank you for supporting our channel. You came on before when we had like creators pop in, and you did the birthday thing for Lucy and Bill with MGM, but you have a ton of experience, and we may be sending you messages behind the scene for tips and stuff, man. But you got a great channel. Everybody, if you haven't subbed to the Cruise World, you got to. Mark and Stephanie have a great channel, and they're doing these lives now, and the lives are really fun with the trivia and all the experience and knowledge they got. Definitely worth a sub.
Yes.
You can't go wrong. I can tell you that, right?
Absolutely.
I appreciate you having me, Mike and Michelle. And my only hope with the trivias moving forward, Mike, is that hopefully, even though she's not as smart as me, that someday Betsy from Beach Please can win one of my trivias like you did. I hope so.
Hey, yeah, I did win one of your trivias, right? And I do have the shirt to prove it. I should have wore it tonight.
You should have.
I should have wore it tonight. All right, Mark, you have a great one. Tell Stephanie we
Thank
said
you so
hello.
much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, so hey, great night.
Yes.
Hey, chat, we love you guys, man. Thank you for coming here. Saw a
Yes.
lot of new faces. Keep coming back and hanging out with us. We're just average people. It's not about us. It's more about you. It's about the creators coming on here. Next week, we're going to have a surprise on that for the show next Thursday. I'm not going to do a clickbait here and say surprise guest or anything like that because I don't have a surprise guest yet. But come back and hang out with us. You can't. I mean, we just can't say thank you enough,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So
Appreciative.
Yeah, and we just want to say, one other thing is, hey, just be the light in this world. There's so much
Yes.
bad stuff goes on to people. It don't take but a smile or a pat on the back. Nowadays, you can't do that probably with
No.
COVID, a fist bump or something.
No.
But
Just a kind word.
just a kind word. So I'm hearing so many things lately with people that, this has been going on 14, 15 months and they're depressed. And, but, be the light in this world, do some good for other people,
Absolutely.
smile at them, pay it forward. But hey, come back and see us next week. Run over and see Ronnie right now. Ronnie's coming on at 9:00. Life is good today. Woo! We're going to go ahead and go on out of here.
Thank
You guys
y'all.
have a great week. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.